Hey, what's going on? This is Travoy, entrepreneur out of the Dallas area, man. I'm excited. Wanted to hop on in really quick, talk about something I think is very important. I'm finding this out on my path, discovery to entrepreneurship and changing my life. I'm watching myself go through these different scenarios every single day, and it's actually refreshing because each day I'm learning something new. So I'm a person, I love to pass information that I'm coming across on my path and trajectory to success to other people because I feel like it's useful information that everyone can use, right? A lot of us kind of see people that we admire and look up to at this kind of stage where they already have it, where they have all the, the money and all the status and all the different, accolades that we see on television, on the big picture. But I believe that's only 1% of really how it goes. What we don't see is the process that that person or that figure had undergone, prior to that massive amount of success. So one thing I think is huge, especially in this underdog phase, which I call myself the happy underdog. I believe the underdog stage is the most important part because it's the part where you're kind of moving up the process. And no one loves the underdog stage, but if you fall in love with the underdog stage, that's the part that kind of propels you to success. So back to what I'm saying, I think one of the things that most people are not doing and they're not actually excited about, which is a huge skill that everyone in the world needs to develop at some point, which I think it is problem solving. For me, problem solving is a number one priority. If you can't solve any problems and when things come across your path and you're running from it and you're not looking to find out what's the issue here and how to come up with a solution, then you might as well hang it up. I mean, to be straightforward and honest about it, I mean, people get upset because of capitalism in the world that we live in today. But the world and the setup that we have, capitalism, it benefits people who are problem solvers. If you run away from your problems, if you don't try to identify what the problems and solutions are to try to move forward, and you blame others and you just sit back and let things kind of just pile up, then it's going to be very difficult to advance in life. I mean, we're basically all living by principles out here. So you have to kind of have your own principles, and then you have to be able to run with the world's principles and laws as well. And what I mean by that is simply what I said. For capitalism, let's just use capitalism as an example here. Capitalism is basically when a person can create value for others and they take advantage of it. I mean, if you to not go into the weeds of everything, simply put, capitalism is taking advantage of opportunity, and there's limitless amount of chances for you to build off that opportunity, and that's what we're seeing from Amazon and what we're seeing from all these other Starbucks. They see opportunity and they create value for others and they take advantage. So picture a big billion-dollar company doing that, and then scale down to us as little individuals. We have to do the same thing on whatever level that we're on. And I hope this point is coming through. But what I'm trying to get to is that if you're not solving problems for individuals in yourself, then you're basically pushing yourself in lower positions and lower scenarios. And so, like I said, what I think is important these days is for individuals to be able to solve problems, and that's what's gonna truly, get you out of your rut or get you going, whatever the case may be. Sorry, that's my cell phone. But that's just something I wanted to run across everyone. You got to simplify life and make it worthwhile. What we don't want to do is have regrets and live a life that's unfulfilled. And I'm a big believer in understanding, like, we're all at different levels. No one's gonna get to where they want to get to tomorrow, and that's perfectly fine. But if you haven't aligned yourself and positioned yourself in the right path to get to where you're trying to go, there's no one else to blame. When we take full responsibility of our actions in our lives, and we don't blame anyone, we don't put anyone else under the gun. We take full responsibility of our lives, and accept responsibility. And then again, like I said, find solutions for problems, because you're gonna get problems every single day. If you're not finding solutions and you're trying to figure out how to get to the bottom of this stuff, you might as well hang it up. Don't ask for, massive levels of success, or don't ask. Just, it's on you at the end of the day. So, really quick for me, one of the big eye openers for me was 4 years ago. I started working with a music artist by the name of True Def. If you don't know who he is already, and we were joining in the business, and basically we had no understanding of the music industry. That's kind of one of my entrepreneurial things that I do, but we had no understanding of the music industry, and so my mind told me to pick up a book and start reading about the music industry, and that right there was solving a problem. The problem was we didn't know anything about the music industry, and we needed a solution. The solution was going to read a book. By reading the book, I got an understanding of the whole gist of the music industry, and then we started to hammer away. We started to dig in. We started to create a business plan. We started to rock and roll. Next thing you know, we're meeting Jay-Z, we're meeting Kanye West, we're meeting Snoop Dogg, we're working with brands like Bud Light, Microsoft. So just that alone right there is an example of why being able to have the ability to problem solve is very important. So I just want to put that information out there. I hope that's useful to you. I feel very confident about where I'm going. I feel very confident. Is it hard work? Absolutely it's hard work. But I've aligned my mindset where it needs to go, and the mindset is important by keeping it simple, following certain principles, and just and embracing this whole process. That's what this is all about. Having problem solving skills is very important. That adds to it. So I hope this works for you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Trevoy Pointer, TrevoyPointer. My discussions are about simply getting through the day-to-day grind, the challenges, and understanding that when you fall in love with the process and you fall in love with the path of where you're trying to go, that's where you win. Success, money, cars, clothes, that whole deal, that's a byproduct and a result of the underdog process. So I'm going to always talk about the grind, the road, because that's the most important part. And when people really figure it out and put in the work to change their lives, that's when you start to see massive success. So that's what it is. Trevoy Pointer, TrevoyPointer. Very simple. Trevoy Pointer, like you shoot a 3-pointer. I have a podcast out. It's called the Happy Underdog Podcast. The Happy Underdog Podcast is on iTunes. I released a podcast today called Keeping It Simple. And I look forward to more content. I'm excited. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace. Take it easy. Bye.